Abigail. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm so excited for the film. I believe it's premiering tonight at the Austin Film Festival. I got to see an early screening of it, and I am sure so many people will be very excited. It was very moving, very beautiful, and I'm so excited. Um, but I want to start off. I mean, American Baby is your directorial debut. Like, what actually inspired you to tell this particular story, of teen pregnancy in like such a small town, Texas?
Well, I was obviously inspired by the current climate. I started writing it when Roe was overturned. And to be honest, I had made a short film in Russia, which is where I grew up. I'm not Russian originally, but I grew up there, about a pregnant teenager. And I clearly gravitate to the subject of, young women finding themselves in the situation, and it felt particularly timely. And that was like the initial idea. It was born out of that. And then I can tell you why Texas. I mean, I wanted to set it in a place with conservative laws on the question of abortion, and there are options in this regard in terms of states. And I just really love the particular culture present in Texas. And movies are made out of like the specifics, what people wear, what they listen to, and I just really love the specific atmosphere of Texas. So that,
And yeah,
yeah.
no, and how did you get involved, Abigail? Like how did the collaboration come about?
At nationals for my dance team. And I was in the middle of classes and my mom pulled me out and she was like, you need to read this script, like this director wants to meet with you. So it was a little bit of a spur of the moment thing. And before I knew it, I booked the job and yeah, it was really, really great. It was kind of crazy, like everything was happening super, super fast, but I was so grateful that I got to be a part of it, and I love Ollie, and I think that I did her justice.
She did her justice 100%.
You definitely did. I mean, was there anything though in particular, Ollie, that kind of drew you to that particular character? Like, did anything about maybe Ollie's experience or like that kind of resonated with you personally?
Yeah, I think that I loved the fact that she was kind of this like, I mean, I've talked about it in past interviews for like other projects. I really like the burnt marshmallow type. That's like what I call them, like kind of hard outer shell, but soft and sensitive on the inside. And especially being 15, that really resonated with me because, a lot of emotions as like a younger teenager. And I really, yeah, I loved her fight and the difference between present Ollie and past Ollie that we see in the movie. And that was really special to me.
So I want to go back to because you had a very amazing team, especially like team of producers that helped produce Stranger Things, A24's Civil War. What was it like working with them, and how did they help kind of elevate your whole vision?
So the producers are Lucas Ford and Annika Dawson, both of whom went to the same MFA program as I did. So we met in school.
Mm.
And I shared the script with them, and we're all we were all at the time a few years out of our MFA program, and we all had various kinds of experience that I think lend themselves well in like a puzzle. We each were a puzzle piece of like our strengths, and then yeah, we had some really impressive EP help. In terms of Access Entertainment and Danny Cohen, which is who you mentioned with the A24 Civil War movie. And it was, yeah, it was great to be supported by them, undoubtedly.
Is there like a particular moment of the film, like without giving too much away, that you guys are both kind of especially proud of?
um, there's one very, very emotional scene that I don't want to give a lot away, but it I feel like it's a little bit like it shows kind of the inner workings of Ollie's mind, and it was also kind of labor intensive. And I remember going home and I like threw up because I was so like into it. But I don't want to specifically say what it is.
All I can add is that Abby is incredible, and the things she delivered, I like don't think most adults could do that. Like very genuinely, she really went above and beyond emotionally, and I'm really in awe.
No, no, honestly, like the acting was phenomenal. Okay, let me rephrase it this way. Is there anything that you feel that you could like, what's one thing that you can take away from Ollie that you've learned by playing this role?
I think that the worst thing you can do is not receive help from other people, I think. And I mean, obviously, Ollie, there was things out of her control, but she was going through a lot, and it was hard for her to kind of reach out to people and open up to people due to other circumstances. But I feel like I learned a lot about myself playing Ollie, in the fact that like emotions are something you can't just like brush off, and it's really important to like understand how you are feeling. Yeah.
That was well said. So I mean, what is one? So how about for both of you? So what is like the biggest takeaway that you hope, not even necessarily teenage girls, but just people in general, who see this film, like, what do you want them to take away?
Me coming into the story, the big takeaway is I think we should all have conversations, because it's really easy to demonize someone you disagree with just on the basis of disagreeing with them. And I think it's that we have so much more in common than we actually like we have different. That makes grammatical sense. And I think just the way society is evolving right now, I think conversations are less and less valued. And I would just like to bring us back to a place of civility and, empathy.
Is there anything else you'd like to add in, Abigail? Abby?
No, honestly, I think that you really summed it up.
So my final question to kind of wrap this up is, so we're all about going the extra mile here. So what does the extra mile mean to you, whether that be in your career or your personal life? Like, how do you interpret that meaning?
Write the script you're too tired of thinking about.
I love that. I love that.
Do it tired, do it scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, again, congrats. I mean, this film it was, like I said, it was fabulous, and I cannot wait for everyone to see it. So thank you guys both for your time, and wishing you all the best tonight.
Thank you.
Everyone.